I used to be that guy who did everything right. Always available, always listening, and yet she never said a word. The worst part? I thought I failed. But the truth was, I just didn't get how female psychology actually works. Quick test, be honest. Are you texting her first like 90% of the time, hoping she'll finally open up? Pause right now and drop a yes or no in the comments. Let's see how many of us are trapped in this loop. Now, if you typed yes, stop beating yourself up. She isn't playing games, and she's not stringing you along. She's actually terrified that confessing will ruin what you already have. So over the next 4 minutes, we're breaking down 7 psychological triggers that make her feel safe enough to say it first. And here's the biological glitch. The human brain literally can't tell the difference between feeling anxious about someone and falling in love with them. Way number 3 exploits that exact confusion. Look, what if being 100% available is actually driving her away? You think constant reassurance brings her closer. But what if complete predictability is destroying the exact tension needed for romantic feelings to grow? It's called the Zeigarnik Effect. Your brain hates an open tab. Just like a cliffhanger at the end of a TV episode, an unfinished conversation forces her mind to replay your voice on loop. So way I1 is strategic space. When you stop dropping everything the second she appears, her brain is forced to process your absence. And here's the mind-blowing truth. She doesn't fall in love when she's with you. She falls in love in the quiet moments between your interactions, when she finds herself wondering what you're up to. Now, way 2 is about making her feel understood, not impressed. Every guy tries to flex achievements, but that only gets you polite admiration. And admiration doesn't trigger confessions, vulnerability does. Forget chasing. Let's look at the raw mechanics of emotional safety. Admiration makes her smile. Safety makes her confess. Way 3 is the counterintuitive one. In Harvard behaviorist B.F. Skinner's famous reinforcement experiments, subjects given rewards on a fixed schedule lost interest instantly. But those given rewards unpredictably, they became compulsively obsessed. When you offer undivided warmth in person, and then effortlessly return to your life, you trigger that exact reward loop. When you give her complete warmth in person, but natural space when you're apart, you create a contrast her brain literally can't ignore. She moves toward you simply to resolve that emotional pull. So here's the trap. Availability kills tension, understanding creates addiction, and contrast drives pursuit. You're not playing games here. You're just giving her feelings room to breathe without suffocating them. Now, let's unlock the exact conversation triggers that force her silence to break. First, stop asking surface questions. Way 4. Don't ask what music she likes. Ask what song she plays when she wants to cry. Pair that with way 5, gentle honesty. Disagree with her politely. If you nod at everything she says, you're not a partner, you're a mirror. And nobody falls in love with a mirror. Way 6. Build an inside world. Shared jokes, private references, running themes. They create a unique bond that feels completely irreplaceable to her. Here's the psychological twist. She won't confess because of how she feels about you. She'll confess because of who she gets to be when she's with you. You're not offering a relationship. You're offering a sanctuary from the real world. Which brings us to the final threshold, shifting her from silently feeling it to actually saying it out loud. If you only apply one single technique from this entire video, make it this one. Way 7. The memory paradox. Neuroscience shows the human brain uses the exact same neural network to remember the past as it does to imagine the future. When you casually say, "Man, we need to try that spot next month," her brain stores that unlived moment in the same location as a real memory. She's not just picturing a future with you. Her brain feels like it already happened. You don't need to chase, beg, or force a moment. When you combine safety, contrast, and genuine value, you give her the exact courage she needs to look you in the eye and say it first. Real connection isn't built by trying harder. It's allowed to happen when you finally have the confidence to let it breathe. Now, if you're ready to stop guessing and start reading her mind, hit subscribe. And click the video on your screen right now to learn the 5 quiet signs she's already falling for you before you even say a word.